Hey y'all, it's your girl Jenny, Real Talk New York with Jenny. So something popped up in my mind and I was like, I'm out here sitting down. Let me just talk about it, right? So I was going to talk about one-sided relationships, right? So listen to this. One-sided relationship, what I categorize as one-sided relationship is like when you're the one who do the lifting, the heavy lifting, when you're all the one who always calling them. You're always the one reaching out. And once in a while, they'll probably reach back. And when they reach back, it'll be days later, a month later. Oh my God. A month later, days later. Nobody's that busy. People have their phone all the time. The internet. They're on the phone with the internet. They're on the phone with YouTube, Instagram. There's all work. You're on the phone with work. So there's always something to be on your phone about. So when you see like you're reaching out to people and they barely ever reach back and you're the only one reaching out and you're the first person to reach out all the time, that's a one-sided relationship. That's the ones you always reaching out. You're always plan a event to go, and sometimes you invite them, they don't come. They don't want to come. Um, let's see what else with a one-sided relationship. Another thing about one-sided relationships is not only do they never reciprocate. They will take gifts. They will take gifts. If it's a birthday, they'll take gift. If it's Mother's Day, they would take gift. But they would not think about reciprocating, like giving a gift back or giving a card back, or you would be showing them love or being kind or generous to them. But they're never, I'm fixing my pillows. Goodness, this just sink all the way in. But they're never kind and generous back, you know? So that's the thing about one-sided relationships. You know, that's one huge thing. Um, in this day and age, life is short and a lot goes on in life. Like sometimes you actually need people. You know, sometimes you really do need people. So I feel like you should just, when it comes to one-sided relationships, that's not something that you should put any energy and thought, even if it's a sister, a brother, a mother. That's because it's sad that some parents don't even want to be bothered with their kids. A mother, a father, a one-sided relate. You got to really sit down and analyze. Is this a one-sided relationship or am I being needy? You know, sometimes you just being needy, you need attention all the time and you need people in your face all the time. So the one thing about life is self-reflection. You know what I'm saying? Reflect on yourself. And once you reflect on yourself and you decide that you're not being needy. You knew this person for years and years and years, and it's always been a one-sided relationship. You've given, whether it be time, energy, effort, and stuff like that, and they never give back. You have to cut those relationships off for your own mind, your own well-being. You know, you cut relationships like that off for your own well-being. That's draining you. You know, if you're pouring from your cup and you're never being filled back up, there's going to be a time when you're going to be empty. You heard what I said? If you're pouring out of your cup, your own cup that you have that's full, you keep on pouring into others, and others never fill your cup, and others never fill into you. Guess what's going to happen? Eventually, your cup is going to be empty. That's why I don't play. I'm very serious about one-sided. I don't like that. It's like people. I remember one time I was working at a salon in particular, and I know the ladies for a year. We became very like after a while, you become friendly. I'm not gonna call people my friends no more because later on I always realized that people were never my friends. But I buy you a cake, or even one time. I could talk about my life stories as example. I buy you a cake and you know, I'm the only one who wanted to buy this lady a cake for her birthday in the salon, right? Everybody was like, oh, don't buy nothing, don't do nothing for her. Everybody, I'm the only one. So when I got her the cake, I said, everybody chip in. Everybody chipped in. And when I got the cake, when my birthday came, guess what, honey? No one even cared about my birthday. No one acknowledged me. I was nothing. I was just gum on the bottom of everybody's shoe. I was just gum on the bottom of their shoe, honey, because I went out my way to go ahead and buy you that cake and buy people them cake and, you know, like do for people. I used to reach out to people, and then when I stopped reaching out, I never heard from these people again. And the quarantine told me, sir, and his family members and friends and whoever. It's all types of people. It's family members, friends, co-workers, whoever. That's one side. You can't give yourself to people who doesn't give back, don't value what you're giving. That's one thing about one that's draining. One-sided relationship is draining you. It's not progressive. And then you gotta and then you when you one-sided relationship, you never know how these people really feel about you. I used to force myself on people in the past. I used to force myself on one particular person, and I would text this person. One time I would text this person. I realized this person wouldn't text me back until 3 weeks later, and it was always a constant thing. And one time I realized, I thought to myself, I'm not gonna text this person no more. And I guess what? Never heard from the person again. One-sided relationship. I decided I'm not gonna force myself on people. I'm gonna put myself first. And then once you do that, your life open up. Your life, once you realize that relationship is reciprocated, it's supposed to be both people, not just one. When you realize that, and when people, and you stop giving energy to relationships that's not worth it, you realize your life open up, and you make space for really real relation, your talents, your gifts, real relation, things that matter. Because honestly, if the relationship is one side, you can't depend on these people for nothing. It's not worth it. It's just wasting your time, your energy is waste. Yeah. So yeah, stop investing in one-sided relationship. You're better off just using your time for something more productive, something more positive, and your life will become way better. You don't have to feel like you feel stupid. You feel used when you're always the one reaching out. You're always the one giving. You're the only one who cares. Only one. Some people, you would talk to them on the phone, and they will, as soon as oh, you know what? I really sat down and decided to change, because some people really would sit there, dump their problems on you for hours, and won't even ask you how you're doing. We live in a society of narcissism. We do. Open your eyes, people. A lot at first I used to think people are good before I think they're bad. Now I see people for bad, then they gotta prove to me that they're good. Anyway, guys, Real Talk New York with Janique. Big up yourself, large up yourself. Bye, guys. Oh, subscribe. Subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Bye. I keep forgetting to do that. Say that.